Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Ultimus 7. Specifically, how hard is it, what lanes are harder than others, and kind of just the general analysis of the lanes. I spent a long time today kind of doing a live stream, showing how I put together my spreadsheets and the analysis I kind of go through, and a little bit of under the hood action, so to speak. So in this video, I'm not going to be doing that in the detail I did because I live streamed for like 5 hours today. So this video is meant to be a quicker look at Ultimus 7 and the lanes. So first, this I can't zoom out completely, but you can kind of see the map here. I've got a better view of the map on this spreadsheet. That this was done by someone, not me. I can't take credit for this. But you can kind of see that there's 6 lanes here. They're pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have 2 extra people who, are support roles or assist in some of these lanes. And that's kind of why I started looking at this a little bit, outside of also understanding that I needed to assign lanes for people in my alliance. So again, you've got lane 1 in red, lane 2 in yellow, lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, lane 6. They all merge up and kind of come up to the top eventually. So let's get back to the game. So what I did in the video earlier is I basically went through these nodes, clicked on them, and kind of was like, okay, I analyzed, who is in it, what their power levels are, and put it in a spreadsheet. And I just kind of walked this path the whole way and put all these different numbers and analysis into a spreadsheet. Did it for each lane, and kind of went through it. Now, one thing that I ended up finding that you'll see in the spreadsheet is that shoot the thrill. So like some of these nodes or some of these lanes are, they have the same, there it is. They have the same nodes. So you can see lane 3 and 5, these are both the same. This happens often. I think this one is, there we go. So 2 and 6, 3 and 5, they kind of have some similarities. So I don't remember, is 1 and 4. Yeah, so and 1 and 4. So there's some, matching there in the lanes. So figure that out as I was going along. So anyway, that's the point of this. So I'm going to jump straight to the spreadsheet here. So this is, again, I've got lane 1, lane 2, lane 3. I'll zoom in here in a little bit. Lane 4, and then as you scroll over, I've got lane 5 and 6. In each node, I've kind of got notes for the node where I kind of just put, maybe who's in it, some heavy debuff, many defenders, heal blocks, defense down, all kinds of different things. If there's a same, this is actually a boss node. So when you see a boss node that's the same, it's because they merge. But what you'll find later is, like I said, some of these that are not boss nodes are the same. So there's colors all over the place at this point, but I try to get it to pop out where these nodes are the same. So that way you can kind of see. So what I did here is, so node 1, like I said, I put in, zoom in a little bit here so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Node 1, I put the power levels in of each of the opponents to kind of sum up what you've got here. So at least on that specific node as far as power level. And then again, I've got over here a little bit of a description to give you somewhat of an idea. And I did this for every single node. So in this, and again, I went all the way through to, the final boss node, which is everyone kind of merges on. So you can start an idea of where you can see the progression as these things get up. It's like, you've got your, 400,000 and you quickly to 7, and then this is really where it starts picking up. It's 5, another boss node up at 8. And then after that is really when it's, 7, 9, 1, 9, 8, or a little under 9, 9, and then this, all 1, 5. And again, these, you got to remember, these are T13 plus T14, T15, multiple red stars. They actually don't have any 7 red stars. I think if they did that, it'd probably be too hard, but lots of 4s and 5s. So, and as you go through this, all these lanes are very similar as far as how I did this. And you can see eventually it's like same as. So you can see kind of all the node 1s are all different, but once you get to node 2, they start, you know, having some duplicates. So anywho, so and then what I did is I just summed them. So, you know, at the bottom, you can see I also got a power scale rank that I'll show you. There's nothing really to hide. There's the whole point of the video is, you know, I've got total powers. So in my mind, how hard were, you know, each lane as far as power goes. So what I found is again, the hardest one here would be lane 6. Again, based on pure power, and then so you can kind of see that, you know, I've ranked all these things, you know, again, as far as power goes. So I'll zoom out a little bit further, and you can kind of see, let's bring this down just a hair so you can kind of see that at the same time. So lane 6, lane 2, lane 3, lane 5, lane 1, and lane 4. So what I like about this is that I'm going to zoom out one last time here. Is that you know, you're pairing your 1 and your 4, you're pairing your 3 and your 6, and you're pairing your 2 and your 5. I guess technically you might want to pair your 1 and your 6. You know, as far as, you know, how hard they are, because that way you've got the power, you know, that you're putting in there. But I like that it's not that these two are the hardest, you know, it's as far as the power goes. So they kind of spread that around a little bit. And again, you know, there's a big, huge caveat here is that you've got to kind of look what's in these nodes, and, you know, who knows what kind of coding is actually behind the tunes. Like they might all focus Ultron immediately, or you know, maybe or Minerva, or they might just straight up, you know, Drax is slowed, you know, more than normal, so that you have to work through them. And let me tell you, there are a ton of Draxes in this. There's a ton of Doctor Stranges. There's tons of heal blocks. It's tons of bleeds. I mean, it's Brotherhood shield heavy. It's a pretty tough, you know, raid. I did not see many Wakandans. I remember Black Panther, but it's interesting. I'm curious to see how many tunes they add later and how all this changes. So yeah. So again, those are the node, you know, strengths as far as the power goes. I don't know if those will end up being the hardest lanes or not, but obviously they're the most power. So we'll see. So again, I hope, you know, I'll share the spreadsheet in the description below so that you can look at it and go through it in detail. And hopefully it helps you assign your lanes. And yeah, just kind of get through this thing. Again, I'm not going to go through each one of these nodes. They're going to be tough, you know, and all the descriptions are here in the spreadsheet. I'm not going to, you don't need me to walk you through it. It's probably better you look through it yourself. And I will say that spending the time that I spent going through this and looking at every node was like, it was nice for me as an alliance leader just to kind of get a chance to learn the raid so that I can make assignments a little bit better. And I definitely, you know, for any of those folks, you know, at the higher end alliances, you know, hopefully this tool helps you and, you know, any alliance leaders out there just kind of decide how you want to split things up. And even, you know, someone who's debating going at 30%, can you do a 30%? Hopefully this tells you, you know, you can be like, yeah, I think we can get, you know, the first 3 nodes in each lane, which, you know, if you kind of look at, you know, this, and I don't know if this math is right or not, it looks about right. But, you know, it's basically saying, you know, each lane's got to be able to get 3 to 4 nodes, which I think is probably doable for, you know, most. As it gets harder, this is where I think some people are going to struggle, is to get to 60. And again, it depends how hard those nodes are and how good of a raid team you have. So let's see here. And as you go through it, like I said, you know, you've got a lot of description in here that you can kind of review and just kind of to help better understand these things. So as always, you know, if this video helped you, please click that like button as well as the notification button. That is a big thing. And you know what? I prefer if you hammer down on the like button now that I think about it, but those two things, the like button and the notification button, are, you know, a lot bigger in YouTube these days. So, you know, I'd love for you to subscribe as well, so you can kind of see, you know, under your subscriptions, the videos I put out there. I try to do a lot of theory crafting, sometimes just showing stuff that I think might be helpful, or just ways that I do things. And yeah, so please click those, help the channel out, and hopefully they'll get you some information that'll help you out. And again, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully see you guys again soon. Thanks.